go time. I'm taking the last load of milk right now. We finished up the beans. Got the, of course, combine switched over to corn, ready to rock and roll. Dropped the trailer right there to finish out the milk contracts that we got. We've already took a couple loads out. We got $821,000 in our bank account right now. We're paying the land out. Oh, what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, let me walk back to the shop and get some diesel. All right, let's go and put this in. Let's go ahead and put this in here. Perfect. Got that thing filled up a little bit. We'll take this on. We should have enough diesel now to make it all the way over there, and then we'll fill up at the gas station. We're selling to the same gas station again. Might as well just go ahead and take it over there. All right, time to put this thing in gear, get this truck on the road. By the way, I absolutely love this truck. I've slowly become where I'm in love with it. It's just overall, it's a nice looking truck. Freightliner, especially this year, Freightliners were my favorite and it still are. So of course today we have a lot of stuff to do. We got to go ahead and knock out 2 fields of corn, and that's 1 field right there. We got to get done. Then we got to turn around and get the other big field all the way over there on the other side of town done. It's gonna be a lot, trust me, I know. On top of that, we need to get 2 fields cultivated and prepped for seeding, because we got to plant some wheat crops. Yes, it is that time for the wheat. But we probably won't plant our wheat crop until next month, just so we at least have some time to get it done. But for right now, we know for 1,000% we're planting it. We know we're planting next month, but we need to get the ground ready this month. With it being wheat, I'm not really going to put that much on it. I know one of the fields is a corn ground, and the other one is a bean ground we're doing. There's something about this right here that just looks so nice. Like, I'm not going to lie, this truck looks beautiful going across this bridge. And I guess we got here in perfect time because yeah, we ran out of diesel, but we got plenty of diesel now. $2,000. Oh, this thing's getting expensive. So I've seen some comments and in my comment section, and I've asked you guys last time, and I've been asking a little bit here and there. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should buy the land or pay the loan off? Most of y'all say buy more land, and I'm starting to kind of agree with you. So I do think at the end of this year, we will have the money to pay the loan off, even though we do, and I don't think we are. I think we're going to honestly pay the loan off. It'd be smarter to do it that way, and also it'd give us a little bit more money and income with more land. Another $62,000 in our pocket later, and a $5,000 bonus for environmental scores, because we have pretty good environmental scores across the board. Not 100%, but it's actually pretty good for what I'm used to. Alrighty, so we dropped the trailer off back there. We're good to go on that aspect. Cows are fed. Time to go on to the next thing only left to do. And the next step, of course, is corn harvest. We got to get it done, especially today, because we're running behind. I don't think we're having enough time to plant everything if we don't get it done today. I'm gonna take our little Freightliner here and hook her up to the trailer. Still not have made my mind up or not about, are we going to keep the grain at the co-op or are we going to keep it here on the farm? Part of me wants to leave it over there, especially for that big field, because it's just a lot of trucking back and forth that's going to have to happen, and it's just going to be me and one other guy out there this year. So if it's just 2 people, I'm attempting to just take it wherever it's the closest to for right now and kind of figure it out more later in the future, which does mean we might take a hit for it in the long term. So let me go ahead and get the guys out here and ready to rock and roll down the road so that we can enjoy our lives and get this stuff out of here. Alrighty, so we're almost here at the field. Actually, we are at the field. Looks like the guys are ready to rock and roll. They got the semi truck here. We'll go ahead and jump in that real fast. Go ahead and unroll that tarp and park it out of the way. Let him park the gravity wagon as well out of the way. There we go. First little bit of corn harvest. Oh, I've been waiting to do this for so long. Let me kind of back up and re-hit some of these areas just to give the actual grain cart driver a little bit of room to pull into here. Want to make sure that he has all the room he needs. And there we go. Now we just got to do the outskirts. Shouldn't take us too long. Looks like the corn is yielding about 233 bushels per acre, which is, for what I can see, on average from last year. So if we're averaging pretty good like we did last year, honestly, we should come out as very much winning. gonna close up that right there, and we're gonna back on out of here. We're gonna let Miss Chris keep going on the corn. We are on the facts going to go ahead and take this to the co-op. So we have confirmed that these facilities around there are gonna be rented out for $30,000 a year. With that being the case, I'm not gonna waste my time in putting stuff here and then immediately having to transfer. So we're just gonna take it to the co-op and just store it all there. Alrighty, we're gonna take this old John Deere up this worst road on the county. Oh, I really need to start fixing this road. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. I really dislike this road. These rocks are terrible out here, but it is the quickest way up here, and I hate to say it. But everything so far in this field has been coming out pretty good. We're seeing a lot more green on the upper side of the field, so it looks like this year maybe the bottom sides of the place haven't been doing so good, so maybe it was a really wetter year. I didn't think it was that much of a different in moisture, at least for the ground, but I guess we had a way worse, wetter year this year than what we did last year. Maybe I need to start thinking about putting some tile down. I know I definitely don't need it up here on this high section. We've been producing pretty good. Last year it was a yellow, I want to say it's like a dark yellow. Let me actually inside the cab here, and I can tell you for 1,000% what exactly it was. So yeah, as you can see, it's like a dark yellow, and now it's coming to a green, which is exactly where I want it to be. I want it to be a nice greenish color. That means we're improving the ground. Now, this is a yield map that kind of does tell us what's been going on. We're also getting 250 bushels to the acre almost, which I can live with that all day long. And just like that, harvest season is over. I think we're gonna come away with at least $1 million at the end of this harvest season. I mean, yes, we didn't have the biggest corn harvest in the world, and yes, we did use one of our fields for silage, but hey, I think we're gonna come away with some kind of cash. And this time, I think it's gonna come through. Let's shut both these off. I gotta take the old Freightliner and take her to the co-op. Let's drop off both of these loads because we gotta come back and get that load. Take everything to the house and then get, of course, the cultivation equipment started and ready to go because we got 2 fields that gotta get cultivated today or we're gonna end up missing our window to plant wheat. Unloaded. So me and the boys are ready to head on to the shop. We got everything ready to rock and roll. Left side there, just getting everything figured out. We got to hit this road, flip the beacons on, and we're good to go. You know, it was a good harvest season I think we had here. I don't think we did the worst in the world, but I definitely don't think we did the best either. So, like, one thing I have been thinking about a lot recently is this is honestly the main workhorse of the farm. It does a lot of the work and for no break. I am thinking about possibly picking up a new tractor. Another tractor that's like in the 8R section or like something equal to or greater power of an 8R. Maybe a 9R would be nice, an older 9R. But then you get into the other conversation of if you get a 9R, do you get a bigger piece of tillage? And honestly, I think with tillage, we could use a little bit bigger, but I don't know. We'll shut it off for a little bit before we got to get everything else done. I want to kind of make sure we put everything up and everything looks as good as we can get it before we actually start making decisions. So one of my main decisions right now is, of course, do we buy the new tractor? Do we buy it now for tillage or do we buy it next year for planting? What type of tractor? What size of tractor? You know, I'm gonna say your wisest thing and I'm gonna think about it. I don't think we'll do anything dumb yet. I want to research and kind of get some more information in. And if you guys have a comment or a favorite tractor that you guys want to see me buy that's going to be of equal power to an 8R, it's got to be as good as what our current tractor is, if not more powerful. But it can't be like a 50-20 or something like that. I mean, those tractors are nice to have, but there's your big but here. They're not practical to have on a farm of this scale. I just got to park this little sucker right here. And we're not going to put the big disc or anything like that on the back of it. Which, yeah, I think we should go with the disc because we are going to be going over bean ground and corn ground. I don't want to switch halfway through. So right now we're only doing field 50 and 46 as are going to be our wheat ground. These are pretty much just going to be the ground we're going to keep for wheat. We're going to keep for all this stuff. And yeah, this thing's going to turn it over. It's going to do a good job on this. I would rather something gonna be a little bit more abrasive to the ground, but hey, you got beggars can't be choosers. And right now we are kind of begging just to get this done and looking pretty. We're honestly not that bad on the pH scale, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we do got some areas where it's a little bit at the 5s. but everything else is mainly at 6s or above. So, ladies and gentlemen, in between episodes, most likely it's going to be a live stream. Maybe before this video goes out, maybe not. We'll see. We're going to end up trying to get done, of course, the cultivation of this field, and we're going to try to turn around, maybe put some nitrogen down on the other field as well. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen, but thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen, so very much for all the support you showed me, my entire crew here. We'll get this thing knocked out. Thank you guys so very much. See y'all guys in the next one. Peace!